Hey guys, it's Lizzie. So I'm doing this for my phone for the first time, so let me know what the quality is like. I've had a lot of crazy emotions happening over the past 24 hours. I was finishing editing last night and I went to my bedroom and I was setting my computer on my bed, maybe a little rowdy setting my computer on my bed, but the back part of my cord, let me find. So this thing hit my front of my computer and literally cracked I can actually show you guys it. Live chat, top chat. Oh my gosh, I can turn it around. That's so nice. Okay, live chat. So I'm gonna turn this around. Sorry, I'm going so slow. I've never done this before. So this thing, hi Liz Vet. So it literally hit here. You can't even see it, but it made kind of a big-ish sound. And then I walked out of the room. And then I walked back into the room and my computer, it was kind of like flashing a light in different colors. Hi, Nick. Like flashing. And it kind of looked like how something would if, hi, David. Hi, Jocker. So it looked how it would if, let's say, you're touching the key and it's like, da-da-da-da-da, you know what I mean? So it was kind of like that. So I was like, oh, something's on my computer. Hi, random stupid things. I love you too. So then I moved it away and it was still happening. And then I remember that I heard the little sound. So then I look at it and I'll actually turn it on and show you guys what it looks like. It was so freaking terrifying because I've known that I've had my computer for a few years. And so at some point I need to purchase a new one. But I take really good care of my computer and wow, I can actually show you guys. So this is what happens and this is where it hit and you can even like move this around. And do you have acne? No, I don't have acne. Yeah. So that's what happened to my computer. And it was really, really, really scary. So I made it an Apple appointment, Genius Bar appointment immediately. And basically they told me that it would be $600 to repair if I sent it in. And it would take 2 weeks. And so then we were going over a computer that I would need. I love you, Goblin, too. And they were like $3,000, which I don't have $3,000 saved in my saving account right now. Wow, are you live? Yes, Harley, I'm live. You're here when I'm live. So then they were like, there's this credit thing you can do where a little bit, you can rewatch it later. I'm talking about how my computer broke and how I was freaked out for the future of my YouTube channel. So there's this credit thing and several of my friends have done it and you pay it off over 18 months and you pay however much each month. You're better off taking it to a local shop or something to get the screen fixed. Maybe I will try. So, where was I? What are you doing for... Hi, Lizzie. Hi, Raquel. God bless you. God bless you, too. AV, hey, guys. Thank you for moderating. So, I applied for this thing, and literally a lot of people I know have it, and they rejected me because I have no credit, which... I could go on a whole rant about that, but I think a lot of people I know are in the same situation where if you don't have student loans or you don't have a car, it's impossible to build credit and credit cards reject you too. So, Wilson, hi.
Hi.
I'm streaming.
You look so pretty.
Thank you. Wilson, need to change screen or get a monitor and use your laptop for an external monitor. Yeah. So that's what happened. My laptop screen isn't working, but works perfect with an external monitor with HDMI. What are you doing for the evening living? Hi, pray for me. Why? What is going on? It's okay. I have good credit and it rejected me too. Yeah? Okay. way. Because some of my friends who literally don't have credit got accepted, and I felt like my income was fine. So I'm getting my driver's license soon. I did that today. That's so exciting. I failed my driver's license test because I think I was either manic or depressed, but I totally failed at like backing up straight or something. Also, you can see the laptop on the TV. Yeah, exactly. But for 30 minutes when I was there, they weren't telling me that. So then finally, I was about to organize. I'm going to show you guys how I organize my food pantry. So eventually I was like, can we try to make sure that my computer is all on my external hard drive? Because I had not backed it. Oh my gosh, I do have a pimple. That's what you guys are talking about. Okay, I'll fix that. So, wait a second, guys. So, yeah, so we figured this out because we didn't realize if the screen, if it was just, if the computer or it was the screen. So she basically pulls the whole computer up on a monitor, and it was the most, like, I felt such relief because I actually hadn't backed up my computer in a while, and not in a while. Did you just drop us? But I get so distracted when it's on my phone. So I get so distracted because I feel like it's like more yeah, so I was so relieved when she brought it up. And so they basically said I can just get a monitor, and that's what I did. I spent 2 hours tonight looking on Amazon, comparing different prices for monitors. My boyfriend even had to help me because it was so freaking stressful because there were so many different models and stuff. So that's what I'm doing. I got that, and I ordered a new external hard drive as well. So that was such relief because it went from 3,000 to 600 to... I've seen you drive before in your vlogs, Lizzie, on your vlogging channel in 2012. Oh my gosh, have you been following me that long? That's crazy. Yeah. I remember, I think that was before I got my license, when I was just with my mom. So yeah, but this whole situation really woke me up that I need to start making a lot more money and saving, which is something I've never really been. Do you speak Spanish? Un poco. I've never really been ambitious about. I think a lot of people like love business and are so fueled and passionate about making more money and stuff, and I've never ever been like that. I'm very much just go with the flow in the moment. I just want to create. I've never been about making money. And so this has really just woken me up that this is a business. I have to save. I have to look at the future of my career. So I downloaded a lot of apps, and I'm going to do part-time stuff around the neighborhood. Do you speak Spanish? You should do some missionary work. After my conversion, it really helped me understand the Trinity even more. Praying for you as well for discerning God's will. I did missionary work during college. I spent every summer in... Did you just drop us? Oh my gosh, your comments, it's not showing me your comments. What the heck? Because now I'm going back and I'm seeing all of them. What are you doing for? I love how you guys are so easily, like, you can just hook it up to a TV. Like, when I was at the Apple store for an hour, they were like, I think you have to pay 3,000 or 600. We don't know what you're gonna do. And then you guys immediately know that I could just fix it so easily. Okay, I'm reading through your comments. What are you doing? Are you married? No, I'm in a relationship right now, but we're not married yet. Not for a while. I saw the title that God wanted you to quit YouTube for Lent. I was like, Lent is almost over. How are you doing? You entertain me a lot, even though my background was Churches of Christ, as of your parents. Have a blessed day. You too. Hi, Lizzie. I'm converting to Catholicism, and your videos help me. I'm a non-denominational Christian. I'm so happy. So, what is going on here? Sorry, I'm so bad at this on my phone. It looks so different. But, yeah. So, last night, I added you on Patreon. Thank you so much, Goblin. I will save up the money. So, last night, I should have been like really freaked out because it was a live possibility that I would not be able to edit for several months if I couldn't have that much money saved up. But I felt really, really calm, and I felt like God was almost teaching me to obey him more, because for Lent, I'm supposed to start off every day with a long Bible study, and I didn't yesterday. And so I just wanted to keep working, and once my computer broke, I was like, I literally just have to do Bible study. And so I immediately started reading my Bible. I listened to Bishop Barry, and I cleaned for 3 hours. I talked on the phone with one of my friends from Pepperdine for an hour who's bipolar, and I felt like it was literally the most amazing night because I was forced to be unplugged and forced to be away from work. Like, I was literally thanking God at the end of the night because I like didn't know if my YouTube was in jeopardy or not, if I wouldn't be able to edit for several weeks or a couple months. And I was literally like, I will just live stream all the time if I'm not able to edit. Dave, good evening, Liz. We need to get together and do a video together. Oh my gosh. Yeah. No, I completely forgot. I'm so sorry because I was like leaving for Ireland that day, and I left my best friend's house, and I was supposed to take the train to LA, and it was canceled. And so it was this huge ordeal where I was rushing to get ready. But if it's still relevant, you think, we can live stream on next week, like in once my monitor is here and I have my computer again. I'm totally down. You should come to St. Joseph Catholic Church here in Hawthorne, California. Imagine being snowed in for 3 days without the internet flickering on and off and no hot water for showers. It's been an interesting 3 days. Wow, Father Jacob. So you're kind of in a similar situation where you have no internet. Wow. Where do you live? Anyway, so it's crazy that like it was all in jeopardy what my YouTube was going to be like. And I'm not being dramatic. I literally do not have $3,000 like anywhere close to that saved up. And so if that were to happen, I literally would just be like, okay, I'm going to stream every day and not edit, which I have so many videos. And I think it was God almost wanting me to kind of step back and not have my confidence in that, because I was so on it last week with getting so many videos done and filmed, and I was just like do upload and so many ideas. And so it was almost like, take a step back and don't get my worth and identity in that. I think you inspired me to convert. Really? Hi, Madeline. Catholics are against the word of God. I think we go the most by the Bible of anyone. Bishop Barron and Peterson are going to have a one-on-one soon? What? That's so good. You got me into Catholicism, Lizzie. You do Lent days. Ahaha, I love your candons. Of God, expose your detail. We're listening. Yeah, but I felt like craziest thing too is lately I think I'm always sort of different amounts of manic and bipolar. Over time it affects you in different ways. So how a manic episode feels in 2016 versus last month versus now can be slightly different. And I feel like this week is the strangest thing where I feel like I can't even, like, I don't have attention to read my Bible. Usually I do, but I literally have tried to sit down and read my Bible and I can't get into it like how I normally do because my mind is like jumbling too far. So what I've been doing instead is listening to the Bible and watching Bishop Barron as my Bible study. So I'm so glad because the videos, they help me to focus because I'm not just on my own reading. And my Bible study on Wednesday night with my church was so amazing too. Oh my gosh, the guy leading our Bible study was going to become a priest, but then at last minute he dropped out. And so he has a completely like seminarian education and all. So he leads the best Bible studies because he knows everything. And on Wednesday, I literally was like tearing up and about to cry because he was talking about how much he relates to Peter because it's so hard for him to relate to Christ because he's fully divine, but he just sees Peter as someone who is so passionate and in love with Christ, but then so scared and then so forgiven. And yeah, so. And I think I've been thinking craziest Bible passages lately, but the verse where Jesus says, Peter, Satan is going to sift you like wheat, but I will pray that when you come back, that you will strengthen your brothers. That's crazy. And another verse I was reading today when I was listening to Matthew is when Jesus says that people who have done miracles and prophesied in his name, when they get to heaven, he will be like, I don't even know who you are. You're not welcome in my kingdom. You are not my true follower, even though he was doing miracles through them. And that verse always just convicts me, like, what am I doing wrong? Do I really care about God? Am I really in love with this? Just the fact that people who are that involved might not actually care about God. You know what I mean? It just makes me consider, because I feel like my entire life is devoted, like YouTube, to just like helping people in gospel. And so I wonder, even in that, could I lose what's most important? You guys are talking to each other. I was watching a live stream of one of my favorite vegan YouTubers, and everyone was talking in the comments too, and he wasn't even aware what was happening. I'm gonna show you guys, okay, real quick, funniest thing in my apartment. So someone changed the temperature in our freezer, and I don't think you guys can see on camera how bad it is, but there's literally a snowstorm going on. Isn't that the craziest thing? We have a lot of things that happen in our apartment. Like, if you guys follow me on Instagram, one time I put too much soap in the dishwasher and there were literally giant bubbles coming out, like a bubble bath in our, like, literally there were bubbles all of here because of the dishwasher. But this is definitely all time best thing to ever happen in the apartment. Okay, I'll read you guys' comments now. I'm gonna show you, I'm organizing my cabinet just because I haven't organized my cabinet since last year. So I took everything off and I cleaned, and I'll show you guys. So here I have a ton of, am I able to put a light on? Let's see. No. I have a ton of baking stuff. So flour, sugar, flax seeds, chia seeds, nutritional yeast. The freezer's insane, right? Please explain. I love how all you guys are moderators. It makes me so happy. You guys come back a lot. Yeah, so I have like sugar, flour, flaxseed, chia seed, all of that. And then down here is kind of what I'm reconstructing right now. So I have some pasta sauce, taco shells, rice. I don't know how I'm going to organize this. Usually, I don't know. I had a system going last year and I completely lost it. But I guess usually I have my, Let me read your guys' comments. Do I have super? I'm so sorry if you guys are trying to super chat me and I literally can't see it, because here. Speak Spanish, baby. Mi amor. I don't know. Hello from Fresno, California. There was a period where my great aunt tried to convert me to Southern Baptist, but all it did was reinforce my beliefs in Catholicism. I have a lot of prejudice towards Southern Baptists, like the most prejudice I have towards any religious group in the world. Just because a lot of my subscribers who grew up Southern Baptist literally think God hates them and is sending them to hell. People are horrified. They have this completely twisted view of who God is, who are Southern Baptists. So, and they're really homophobic too. I mean, my church was, but they're just the absolute worst. Like, so many of my subscribers who are gay have become suicidal because of what they're teaching their parents. It's just so, anytime my subscribers are suicidal, I just automatically hate your worldview. You know what I mean? I was having this epiphany the other day on Twitter, because I really hate the way most Christians talk about trans issues. And so many people just see it as this political thing, and they're not seeing the human in it and how so many people are suffering with gender dysphoria. And I realized the reason no one else is this emotional about the issue is because I literally receive messages from my subscribers who have become suicidal or attempted or harming themselves because of how people reacted. So yeah. And so I think a lot of people who are making on social media or doing YouTube, like Christian figures, whenever they talk about stuff like this, they're not literally reading messages with names and faces of people who have attempted to kill themselves, who are gay or trans. So yeah. Have you ever met a Calvinist? Yeah, my boyfriend in college was trying to become Calvinist. He was really confused because he was Catholic coming in, and then he was Protestant, and then he's actually really serious Catholic now, which I'm happy. But yeah, there was a trend in Pepperdine of people who were becoming Calvinists. It was so trendy. It was people becoming Catholic and people becoming Calvinist and people becoming non-denominational evangelical. But there were a lot of people. I remember this one guy I was really into. The first like interaction, we got in a huge debate about predestination. Yeah, whenever I get in theological debates with people, then I fall for them, you know? Why do you pray to dead saints? Because I believe in the resurrection of the dead, and that when someone physically dies, their soul still exists beyond their body. So I believe that when people die, their soul continues to exist. Like as a species, we're not just physical. I believe in souls. So we're not praying to dead people, we're praying to people who are fully alive. So yes, I've met many Calvinists. The original rosary reflects the 150 Psalms. Yeah, I made a video about the rosary, and so I researched into the history for the video, you know, and I was actually so surprised how it originally, they were just memorizing, like for word, memorizing the Psalms. It was monks. And then, since the lay people hadn't memorized the entire Psalms, they made it into a more meditational about Jesus. So I'm eating an orange, guys. Lizzie, what is your opinion on Christ consciousness and the new age? That seems really weird. What is that? Do you want to explain? Yes, Lizzie, eternal life. Sometimes I think other religions are a cult. I mean, it's a huge sociology question defining what you even mean by a cult. I remember when I was a freshman in college in one of my religion classes, they were talking about the definition of a cult. And I was thinking, wait, was my church growing up a cult? Because my church was very much like, if you're not Church of Christ, you're going to hell. And that kind of exclusionary attitude, where like you're either with us or against us, is kind of culty. So my church was kind of culty. And if you leave the church, it's like people like don't want to associate with you. That's kind of what a cult is like. And actually my church is not like that. Like my parents still associate with me and like my friends from there and stuff. But yeah, I think certain religious groups can have aspects to them that are kind of culty, but I think he's just trolling us. Pope is beast. I mean, I feel like the way beast is used now, it's used in a positive way, you know? LOL, okay. Lizzie, pray for me. I have 3 papers due next week, and one of them has to be 10 pages long. What grade are you in? St. Peter was a beast. How often do you go live? At least once a week. But since my computer is broken, I'm gonna do every day. But I want to go live a lot more. The thing is, a lot of times I save my live streams as videos so other people can watch who are not there. But lately it's been causing a lot of controversy for me because of the way I name things. And I personally do not think I use clickbait. And I'm serious. Anytime I name a video, it's completely related to what the video is. And I think that, for example, I uploaded a video on Wednesday and it was called, I love Jesus but hate religion, in quotes. Because that was literally, someone told me that verbatim. And so I titled the video what they told me. And I did something a year ago where I made a video, I'm spiritual but not religious. And that was the title because that was what I was talking about. But I don't believe that. So, yeah. Sorry, guys. Yeah, I'm kind of rethinking posting my live streams on my channel. Because, do you know what I mean? Because I title it a certain way because we're interacting and talking about the topic, but then people get so mad when I post it. Lizzie, my real name is Darian. Darian? Protestants are the Antichrist. You just made garlic bread from scratch, or do you just use like actual bread and then put butter in it? There's been so much clickbaiting, no one can tell the difference between a real video. Sorry guys, I'm grabbing some towels because my hands are wet. I would like you guys to explain to me in depth what signifies clickbait and what does not. Because I feel like, Lizzie, why the click? Like, this video is not clickbait. Like, if you heard the beginning of the video, I literally felt like God wants me, like, I literally can't do my YouTube channel right now, and I feel like it was the last thing that I was kind of like holding on and relying on, and was almost a crutch where I wasn't fully like finding my worth. You know what I mean? Like, that's literally what's happening. That's why I titled it that, because it perfectly represents. Are you on your knees? Yeah. I'm organizing my cabinet right here, so that's why I'm doing this. If you guys just got here. It does sound clickbaity, but it's real. Yeah, and I think too, I know a lot of YouTubers use clickbait, but I personally am very, very dramatic and black and white in how I talk, like all the time. I always say things in an extreme way that's basically lying, I guess, but that's just how I am. I see things and I experience them in a way that is not real. Like, I feel very strongly and I experience things dramatically, and so then naturally that's how I portray myself online. Does that make sense? So I feel like it's not unethical what I'm doing. Seriously, you're great at Catholic talking, but all your videos are extremely clickbaiting. Like the last 20, you are the worst offender, but I love your Catholic videos. Yeah, I mean, maybe I should do a whole live stream and you guys can give feedback of what is clickbait, because I genuinely... Clickbait, thanks guys. This is literally what I want. I wanted definitions. Clickbait means that you show something in the thumbnail that entices the viewers to click it, but isn't even part of the video or isn't the actual subject. I'm going to screenshot this. That's very interesting. I'm going to actually use this on my social media, because by that definition, I don't do clickbait, because everything in my titles is the center of what I'm talking about. Lizzie, when Lizzie posts a video, I click it. That's the same. How do you get millions of views on your old videos? So the YouTube algorithm is constantly changing, and like at the beginning of my channel, I would get a lot of views on those videos, but then because I wasn't posting consistently in high school and college, because had so much work to do with my classes, the algorithm in about 2012 made it so that if you haven't watched someone's video in the past couple weeks, it will not show you their videos. So before, when you went on the YouTube page, and I actually am going to make a whole video explaining this in the future, because it's not just my channel, it's so many channels. I've been to channels that have like 5 million subscribers and each video gets 200,000 views. Like, it's happened to so many people. So you used to go to the YouTube homepage and it would show you all of your subscriptions. Thank you. But now when you go to YouTube, it shows recommended videos. So it shows clickbaity, fun, crazy videos that will get millions of views, that are not even depth, that are just funny or whatever. You know what I mean? So before, you would go to YouTube, all your subscriptions. Now it's not a subscriptions-based platform anymore. So my biggest issues were that I would go lengths of times without ever posting videos. So that meant that anyone who was subscribed to me up to that point would never see my videos again unless they intentionally went to my channel. So obviously, that's gonna decrease views like crazy. And I think the absolute worst was at the end of college, my senior year, I stopped posting videos. Sorry guys, sorry. I stopped posting videos for like 6 months because I was in severe depression. And so then, I don't know, fake and real, like all my videos are about that. So because I didn't post videos for those 6 months, my videos are not shown to my actual subscribers. And I've even had people tell me, who like find my bipolar content, they're like, oh my gosh, I was subscribed to you back in like 2011, 2012, and I completely forgot about you because YouTube never showed you my videos. I'm so mad that I didn't see your videos. So what are you gonna work as in the future? I want to go back to grad school, but I have to save money for that. So I'm glad this whole situation has like woken me up that I need to make money. Sorry. But seriously, I love all of the videos pertaining to your argument for Catholicism, apostolic procession, Mary the perpetual virgin, and so on. Have I made a video about apostolic succession? I guess my confession video. That's one of my favorite videos I've ever made. People might think you're clickbaiting on lives because you touch on it in the beginning of the live, but people expect it to be the main thing of the live if they join the live halfway or something. Oh, that makes sense. Well, what should I title my live streams in, guys? Because it's like, I don't know what I'm going to talk about because it's based upon what you guys want to talk about, right? Because if I was just making a video on one topic, I would just sit down and film the video. I joined your 50 Patreon monthly plan, Lizzie. Oh my gosh, thank you so much. I saw, I don't know if you were the one, but I got an email about it. So I'm going to DM you soon on there. Aw, I remember when you used to talk about how to talk to guys. I was here since the beginning, really? Oh my gosh, that makes me so happy. Like the I did liturgical abuse video was clickbaity. How is that clickbaity? Because someone literally told me I did liturgical abuse. And I genuinely wanted to know if I did. And priest told me in the video. I don't know how to make you guys happy. Like, honestly... Where's the munchies? What's on the menu tonight? I already had dinner. I was really hungry because I had lunch late, so I just like wanted to eat. And I did a video, like what I eat as a vegan. So I got everything in my cabinet and I put it on my table and I did like a video filming food. So I was so exhausted after that and I was just like, I need to eat right now. So yeah, I'm gonna put stuff away and then... Okay, rice, quinoa. I totally don't like how this is structured. Vatican is not evil. Video request, book recommendations for theology and philosophy. Maybe I should make a whole video. I have a blog post. I have an Amazon that has all the books I recommend. So... You know what? I actually made a whole blog. I never shared the blog post, but I was trying to share on Facebook, but I'm so bad at coding. I know nothing about coding. And the video would literally not share with a thumbnail. Like if I shared it to Facebook or Twitter, there was not a thumbnail when I shared it. So I need to code my website or something. I don't know. So that's why I never shared it. But I think I can literally just read the blog post maybe. So... The whole caps lock thing makes it seem clickbait. But that's how I am. I talk really loud. So maybe my whole life is clickbait. Have you attended the Latin Mass yet? Yeah, that's how I started going to Catholic. Oh, my boyfriend. Okay. What is your nationality? I don't know. I need to do a DNA test. I reached out to companies because I want them to pay for it and do a sponsored video. So we'll see. What time is it? 10:39. I am going to... Maybe I'm not going to bake. Maybe I'll just sleep. I'll stream tomorrow and show you guys. I'm going to make these like chocolate chip oat banana cookies. They're so easy. They literally just have those 3 ingredients. What is your dad? He did a DNA test and it's mostly like European, which is so weird because if you saw my dad, he looks multiracial. Like people think that we're Asian because of our eyes. You should title your next video, live clickbait. You should title your next live clickbait in quotes. Oh my gosh. That's really good. I'll do that. You said that before already. I was going to ask your nationality. The clickbait thing isn't a big deal though. My whole life is clickbait. Yeah, exactly. You are one big Catholic clickbait. Okay, I need to put stuff away. I also, when I was cleaning, I found tea. I'm so happy. It's actually from when I was in Canada, which was so long ago. Hi from Sweden. Hi. Lizzie, you're proud to be Catholic? Absolutely. Because you only talk about your dad. Okay, I'm really, really close to my mom. But my dad, I made a whole video about this. It was about how my ancestors owned slaves, which you guys probably think is clickbaity, but they literally did own slaves. So that's what I titled the video about, finding out about my parents. But my dad was adopted, so recently he did a DNA test like a year ago, and it was the most monumental thing in my family over probably the past decade. It was so monumental. Oh my gosh. I think the most monumental thing before that was probably when my sister got into Brown and her whole like computer science dream became real. I don't think my life was that monumental in my family because it wasn't that exciting, you know? Like, I graduated high school. I went to a subpar school. I majored in philosophy, you know what I mean? Not that what I did with my YouTube isn't, it's just not monumental. Good night from New Mexico. Good night. We are all sinners, and that includes you too, sir. I believe you. I can't believe you lived in Russia too, Lizzie. Yeah, I mean, I was a baby, so. And maybe that's clickbait, because when I meet people, I'm always like, my family lived in Russia for 5 years, but I was only alive during 3 of those years, and I don't even remember it because I was a baby. So literally, I would have to change my entire personality to stop clickbaiting. I heard your vlog about your parents and stuff in your vlogs. I'm just trying to piece it all together. I'll make a whole video about DNA, but the thing is too, it's kind of personal, obviously. Guys, can we stop? Hide user on this channel. Okay. It's personal, so I need to think about what my parents want me to share. It's so wild though. I told my dad I want him to write a book and publish it. And I was like, I'll sell it to my YouTube audience, right? Because, oh my gosh, all the information we found out, it's wild. It's like a movie. Like, there were people who got shot, like, the craziest drama I've ever heard ever is my family. Donde? I'm so glad you're here. It is sad that I can't sleep without holding something in my arms, whether it's a blanket or plush. Okay, I don't think that's sad. I think that's really sweet. It's like you're cuddling with it. I'm the same. I have to have like a ton of pillows and stuffed animals. For the first time, actually, I'm not putting stuffed animals on my bed, and I just have a ton of cozy pillows, so I feel like I'm finally growing up. I didn't think I'd ever get to a point where I stopped having stuffed animals. I thought that I'd be married and I would have stuffed animals. Do you guys have that too? I sleep with a small mini statue of Jesus. It works. Hi, testing 1, 2, 3. Wow, that was bad. Do you say that's bad about stuffed animals? I feel like... So Bishop Barron, I was listening so long yesterday for like 2 hours, and he was talking about sin. And he was saying that we should all be like children who will see like a ladybug and be so excited about the ladybug and be like, oh my gosh, that's so cool. Look at how it's moving. Look at the color. And he said that a lot of times we're not absorbed in our environment and we're just so focused on ourselves and curved in on ourselves that we're not just living and enjoying life. Do you remember me? Me stuff? Forever. Yeah, because your picture is so memorable because it's pink. And your name is really sweet and you sent me the picture. So I literally will always remember you. Like, I'm not saying that just to say it. I will permanently remember you on my channel because I know when I remember people. Father Jacob, where are you from? Call your next video normal person talks Catholic stuff. Wait a second, I'm gonna write. Totally. Does Robert Barron know you, Lizzie? Probably he heard about me. But I mean, he hasn't. Actually, okay. I don't know if like his his Word on Fire has talked to my manager directly, but I don't know if they're just sending emails to a lot of people, but yeah. But obviously, like, they probably know who I am. But just because it's America. Like, other countries, probably not, but since it's America. I lost my Catholic faith because of my bipolar episodes. Does your faith help you? I have a blog post about this. Go to my blog and just go to the My Journal section. And the one that's talking about faith in depression. So just go to my website, LizziesAnswers.com. And then go to my journal. And then there's different sections, relationships, God, bipolar. And it's one of the first ones. You'll know what it is. And I talk about for like 10,000 words how I almost stopped believing in God. I mean, I did. I am so happy you like my profile picture. I spent 40 minutes drawing. Oh, that's so... Yeah, I love it so much. I saved on my phone. Father Jacob, are you a Jesuit priest? I am so happy. Oh, yeah, like literally forever. Oh, I wish I could meet you guys in person. I was saying it was bad when some weirdos made bad comments. Oh, okay. Yeah, this one guy said something very sexually explicit. I deleted it. I opened your Amazon wish list and I couldn't find anything on it. Go to, there's different sections. So there's theology books. Goblin. What were you asking about? Sorry, I get you guys confused. Are you... Amazon.com/LizzieRize is where it is. Mary had the most intimate relationship to Christ than any other human in history. She carried him inside her body for 9 months. Meditate on that for a while. All the Catholic priests are homosexual and pedophiles. That is so awful. I'm going to actually delete you from my channel. And if all priests are gay, why is that a negative thing? Like, that's not a negative thing at all if they're choosing that as their vocation. Do you believe that God can raise up the dead like nowadays? Absolutely. Nothing is impossible with God. It must be interesting serving on a reservation. How is it different to other parishes? I imagine there must be needy among Native American community. I'm interested. Are you in the US or Canada? Stream is lagging for me. I'm sorry. 10,000 words, yeah. Oh, Goblin, I was talking about my website, not my Amazon wish list. Like my website, LizziesAnswers.com. My son is at a retreat with my husband. He's discerning. His name is Mark. Oh. I was about to delete that comment, but you fast on the trigger. Yes. Thank you guys for... I love you guys so much. Did you do a book review yet? I need books to read that you read, Lizzie. Yeah. Go to my website, LizziesAnswers.com, and there's a blog, what to read to become Catholic. I found the link, but it leads me to nowhere. My website is not down because they literally charged my account the other day. All priest. I've suddenly learned so much about myself I didn't know. Lizzie, men with deep-seated are not permitted to be priests. That's totally wrong. I find it funny how I heard of and found out what virgin meant from Mary, your virgin video. Oh my gosh, you're so pure. Aw. Dash Anthony, thank you for donating. Have you ever visited a black church? Church of Christ? Yeah. My family went once. And when we lived in Indiana, and their music was very joyful. I loved it. But when I was in high school, our church was mostly black and Hispanic. But it's interesting because even though that was the demographic, it was still white leadership. Does that make sense? I've talked to a lot of Protestants and they've kind of explained how white culture, I don't even know what that means by white culture, but it kind of overwhelms churches. In all honesty, I've never experienced an atheist with an argument that didn't include being abandoned by God or them thinking religion is completely fictional. I've met a lot of intelligent atheists. I mean, I was in the philosophy department. So, welcome, Patrick. Much love from the Philippines. Thank you. Yes, because I looked and looked for books to read and buy today, but now I know. Did you go? It's definitely there because there's a lot of different like on the Amazon page. There's theology books, philosophy books, fiction books, you know? Look it up. I don't know why you think it is allowed. I talked to Patrick Coffin about this specifically, and it's actually in a Q&A, and he explained that it's very nuanced. It's not black and white. Do you recognize the name Gummy Bear? That sounds very familiar. I find it fascinating, Father Jacob, that our Pope came from the Jesuit order. Positive or negative? Are there most popes who do not? I thought you were some Protestant on here stirring the pot. Hey, Lizzie, I was wondering if you identify with a particular spirituality within the Catholic Church. Do you identify with a particular time period as well? I haven't done enough reading to know the different time periods. I don't think you guys realize it's the most overwhelming thing in the world, converting. Well, okay, that was overwhelming, but it's even more overwhelming because a lot of people were like, oh, you know so much, you've done so much research, you know church history so well. Compared to people who grew up Catholic, you know so much. And so people were hyping up my knowledge. But then when I actually got to talking to a lot of Catholics, I realized you guys know an insane amount of church history and you don't even realize it. Because you guys know all of these saints and their lives and their stories and spiritualities and their prayers. You just, like, that's in your DNA and you have been learning that your entire life. And for me, I have to research things individually and I barely know anything when it comes to church history as a whole and different saints, you know? Because I feel like what I've read has not been, it's been like theology. It hasn't been this person's life and these miracles, you know? Because I'm not emotional with stuff like that. I should make a whole video about how I'm not emotional. My faith started to change when I listened to the testimony of a priest. It was too different than the Protestants. I watched Lizzie before when she was Protestant, and now that more people know about her, I was taking a Virtues class, and this 40-year-old guy comes up to us and asks if he watched Lizzie's Answers, and I'm like, well, then that's amusing how popular she got. Do you know about Bishop Fulton J. Sheen's conferences? No. Do you think God can intervene? Yes. Did you hear Libresco's talk last week with the Word on Fire ministry? No. Weird, because it should be on the app, and I didn't see it on the app. St. Catherine of Emmerich, 2 giant volume books. Wow. The Catholic faith saved my life. What do you mean it saved your life? I'm getting so tired, guys. I'm gonna sleep soon, okay? My friend David introduced me to your videos. Oh, I'm so happy. And now you're a moderator for my channel. Hi, Antonio. Hi, how's your night going so far? Are you Catholic? Yeah, I converted in a year ago. I know you don't know American culture so much. How you know me. I'm not seeing any movies this year except Star Wars 9 in December. That's the only movie you're seeing ever this year. What about what is it called? Unplanned? Unplanned. I just received my confirmation date. I'm so excited. Oh, is it an Easter Vigil or later? Why do you not think God has a plan for our lives? Are you from the United States or no? So America has a very prosperity gospel ingrained into our theology. And so most people who say God has a plan for my life, they think that God is specifically picking out what college they're going to go to in their career, and it's a very success-oriented thing. So the way people understand God's plan for your life, it's only positive things. Whereas if some traumatic event happens, if there's a famine in a country or there's violence and someone is murdered or raped, when you're saying God has a plan for your life, when you're saying it that I'm sorry that it's moving. I'm on my phone. Okay. Thank you guys for telling me when it's annoying. I was trying to set up my phone. Unplanned was great. I was gonna watch it with my best friend, but then her law school group canceled. Bishop Fulton Sheen's conferences. I will look it up. Hello from South Dakota. Hi, I've never been to South Dakota. Oh wow, I was watching Coachella. I just saw you were live. I'm going to watch Coachella for Ariana Grande. That's it. I don't know. I've not heard of any of the other people. Yeah, because I heard you don't go to movies, you said, so I'm like, no way, me too. Oh my gosh, that makes me so happy. Isn't there like a new movie about how God wants to destroy the world? If there is, I do want to go watch it because it can be kind of offensive. I hate that. I go to Nazarene Church. Hi, Karila. I hate that success is synonymous with making a bunch of money. Yeah. Just the meaning of success. I remember one time my ex asked me the definition of success, how I define success, and it was the most depth question anyone's ever asked me because I never analyzed it, you know? Because I almost didn't like the word success because it had those connotations of just making a lot of money. I'm having a late night working out and you're listening to my live stream while you're working out. I should do that. I love when people watch my live streams in the background. Not that I don't want you guys to focus on me, but I do the same thing where when I watch YouTube or watch a live stream, I'm working or I'm cleaning my room or I'm cleaning or cooking. That's a lot of times when I watch YouTube. Reliance. Random question. Have you ever been to Big Bear in LA? If so, is it nice? I'm going camping tomorrow. Oh my gosh, yes. Big Bear is so freaking nice. I've gone a couple times with one of my friends from college. Her aunt owned a home there, so we went and it was so nice. It was really, really cold though, so we didn't do any water things. So, right, is it warm now? I don't know, because it's really warm where I am in California, but since it's up in the mountains, I don't know. Typing in all caps for no reason because you're matching my clickbait. Have you guys seen what Pope Francis did with the Sudanese leaders? No, I did not. Hi from Spain. Hi, Carlos. What time is it there? Do you like Pentagurians? I've never heard of it. I think I'm going to take my bipolar meds, guys. Let's see where my water is. I don't know. My room is already messy. I cleaned for like 3 hours yesterday. For so long. How do you say Jackie or spell it? Jackie. Hi, I'm from New Jersey. Hi, Vincent. Do you have a favorite pope? I feel like a lot of the popes I've learned about I really don't like. Because a lot of the like dramatic things that happened were with popes who were trying to like excommunicate everyone. So my dad is called Francis. I started reading this book on all the popes. I need to buy it, but I was reading it from Trevor's library. So regards from Costa Rica. Oh, I pray for you too. You have the most beautiful country. So many people I know have gone on vacation there. It's Vince. Our youth group did a live Stations of the Cross. Okay, I'm so mad, guys. I missed Stations of the Cross tonight. Because I went to go get my Mac fixed. I mean, it didn't get fixed, but I went to go to the Apple store and then I went grocery shopping and then I was filming and then I completely forgot. Like, I completely forgot. I was so sad. I should have put a timer on my phone. Sorry, I accidentally deleted someone's message because my finger slipped. So what do you mean you did a live Stations of the Cross, like a live stream? Should we remind you to take your meds every live stream? Yes! Can you guys please? If it's getting late. Hello from England. Hi, Martin. So is it really late or is it the morning? It must be the morning or like 4 a.m. or something, yeah? Anyone know? Pope Jean-Luc Picard is my favorite. Yeah, anyways, I need to read this book on all the popes, then I'll understand all of church history, but then I will not know anything about all the saints and the mystics who you guys know about. I kind of want to do like a gag merch for your channel. Create merch, that'd be the sweetest thing ever. Did you hear about the missionary who tried to spread God's word to the North Sentinel Islands? Not at all. You guys, okay. So I love binge researching. That's kind of how my whole channel exists. So if you ever think something's really, really cool, some saint or some mystic or some video or some conference, please send it to me on Facebook Messenger or on Twitter DMs. And I will look into it. Because when you guys tell me things now, it's like so many things at once. And even if I write it down, I'm writing so many things down at once. So I'm serious, like DM me and message me because I'm so fascinated in everything that you guys are passionate about. I mean, so many of you converted me to be Catholic, so all of you guys are so amazing. No one ever saw him. Pope John Cena? Binge research some awesome encyclicals. Yeah, I should. I wish there were 5 of me so I could spend so much time reading more church stuff. Lizzie, what kind of car do you drive? I do not own a car. I can't afford a car. I mean, maybe I honestly don't need a car where I am either because I work from home. So even if I had a car, I would honestly not use it that much. And when I want to visit one of my friends, I can Uber. But literally everything is in walking distance. Like my church, the grocery store, even my psychiatrist. Like everything is so close. So I think it would be a waste of money too. Millennialism is the belief that it's interesting too because my sister also has never had a car. She lives in Boston. So our parents were kind of against us getting our license and driving when we were in high school. Like they didn't want us to drive as much. And so they kind of regret that now because it's completely backfired where both of us are not even interested in ever driving. So, and I think too, I think I've talked about this briefly in a video, but when I was, a few years ago, I was manic in driving and I ran a red light and I was like, I got in a car accident and like, I saw the car coming and I was so slow in stopping. And I was like, this is exciting and fun, like getting in a car accident and almost dying. So because of that, I'm kind of freaked out where I don't want to drive because I might be manic. And sometimes I completely lack self-awareness if I'm manic or not. Like I can like look in my eyes and I can see if my pupil's huge. But a lot of times when I do that, you know, so that's what's really, really scary. And it's kind of crazy because in the future, like let's say I'm married and we have kids, I don't know if I will feel safe driving, you know? And it's interesting because people with not epilepsy, but people who have seizures, it's unsafe for them to drive. And I was watching this movie about, what was it called? It was about the guy from the CIA who leaked all the documents. I forget what the movie is called. But I was thinking about it because people with seizures take the exact same medication as bipolar, and so old folks can't drive either. So they can't drive. So I just think it's interesting that we have a similar mental illness and it's not safe for both of us to drive. So yeah, so I don't know what I think about it long term with if I feel safe or not. The cow skull makes me think about the old West and Western movies with cowboys. That's so funny. Snowden. Yeah. I watched this Snowden video and he had seizures in it. And he was not taking his meds, which was so interesting because he felt like it made his mind less sharp, which is how bipolar meds make us less sharp. It's just so crazy to me that like physically having seizures is related to bipolar. But it'd be so cool if someone was bipolar and had seizures because they would only have to take one medicine. You know what I mean? How do you say my name again? Edward Snowden. How was your day? It was really stressful because I was trying to get my computer fixed. So I was at the Apple store for an hour and a half. And then I had to go get a gift. My friend's having her bridal shower tomorrow. That's why I actually need to sleep. So my best friend is coming over for lunch and we're going to make food together. And then we're going to go over to the bridal shower. So how was your day? Okay, I just talked about my day. It's so hard on my phone. I should probably stream on my iPad so that I can see more. Yeehaw. Hi, Lizzie. Hi, Julia. How are you? How has your night been? Lizzie, you just made a weird face. You didn't answer my question. Is it my friend from Thailand? Her name is M-Y-E, my. Any advice for dealing with moving apartments? I talked about you in my Q&A video. Did you watch? Oh yeah, you were totally there when it was premiering. I've never had to move apartments. This is my only apartment I've lived in. And a lot of people have come and gone, and I do not want to move because it's so stressful thinking of moving. I hope you have an awesome day tomorrow. What is the capital of Thailand? Bangkok. We are always up late on the same nights. Please watch the Saga of Bernadette. Send stuff to me, guys. Like, I'm serious. I want to look into it. Mia, is that right? Oops, I'm so dumb. It's like May, because in Japan, Mai is pronounced like May. May. Oh, okay. You're Japanese. Oh my gosh, you spelled it wrong? See, this is why I'm confused. Okay. What stuff do you want? What is your favorite C.S. Lewis book? Definitely The Great Divorce. And I always thought that book would be so boring or something because it seems like it's talking about divorce, but it's talking about heaven and hell and purgatory and how to know God. I was born in May. God wants you to quit. Yikes. Weirdo. I'm going to name my next live streams the things that you guys recommended and see how it goes. With the sending stuff, can it be something for you to debate? Yeah, if you want me to. You mean like debate with each other? I sometimes debate with people through messages, but honestly, I feel like usually when I message people, if they're just asking a question, I'll answer. But if they want to go back and forth, I don't have as much time for that. Lizzie, do you still have the name tag thing I sent you a couple years ago? Yeah, I have it in my bedroom in Florida. The bookmark thing. Snowden was so interesting when I got to meet him. The reason he's in Russia is because he got stuck there and he apparently criticizes Putin. but he hasn't been attacked by the government, interesting enough. It's so crazy he can't even be in his own country. Like, that's how much of a hero he is. I was actually very, I thought I wouldn't agree with him because I'm very pro-government secrecy. I think that we should not have transparency when we're dealing with other countries and foreign affairs. We shouldn't be sharing with everyone how we're spying on people, and you know what I mean, guys? So I kind of get really annoyed at WikiLeaks whistleblower type people who reveal our secrets to the world. I think it's horrible for all of our safety. So I thought I would really hate him. But now I think he's a hero. But it wasn't until the end of the movie that I completely agreed and didn't think that he was just ruining things. I own a vineyard in Western Virginia. With your bipolar, can you do the fasting? No, I don't do the fasting. Because it would mess up my brain. And I also have low blood pressure, so I almost pass out sometimes. So, yeah. But I mean, on Ash Wednesday when I fasted, well, first of all, I'm vegan. So I don't have to do the meat fast because I already don't eat meat. But I just ate bread on like Ash Wednesday. So I just ate bread instead of other things without butter. I leaked. What does that mean? You leaked my information? God wants you to remember what survival really is, and that is farming and helping your family survive. I'm so tired, guys. I need to take my meds. Mia, Julian Assange got into custody. Yeah, do you guys know what I mean? So leaking all the government documents, it makes our country look horrible to other countries. And that hurts everyone's security and safety. But the one reason that I was okay with the I'm vegan, I love being vegan, me too. The thing that really made me okay with the I already forgot the name. This is how tired I am. What is the guy's name? Anyways, the whistleblower guy, Snowden. The one thing that made me not hate what Snowden did is that someone else within the agency a ton of times was like, hey guys, let's talk about this, let's change this. And they just they threatened and fired, and yeah. So it's like, because they were doing that, then it's like, what else are you supposed to do? Thank you guys. I'm so tired. I'm gonna do a black fast for Holy Week. What does that mean? It's so crazy because last year for Lent and Holy Week, I barely understood anything. And now it's like so, I've learned so much about sin and temptation, and I've grown so close with the saints and praying, and just compared to last year, it's insane how much I've grown. How dare Snowden expose crimes against humanity. But if you heard what I was just saying, I think it really is a security thing where we can't have all of our everything out for the whole world to see. It's dangerous. And it's weird because at the time when it was happening, I don't know how I wasn't paying attention to the news and learning all about it. But seeing how there were intense changes immediately, and how Obama. Do you work out, Lizzie? Yeah, I work out almost every single day. I go running, I do ab stuff. I actually have abs. Like, I have not like a six-pack, but almost a six-pack. So, and not just like ab lines, but I have actual abs. That's why I wear crop tops so much, because I like to show off my abs. I was thinking of getting my belly button pierced too. One of my friends was trying to convince you. Yeah, go to sleep. It's pretty late. You have a long day tomorrow. Alexa, what time is it? Oh, yeah, it's late. Guys, guess what? So I have the Alexa, and I use it a lot. And I was using it in Florida on the East Coast. So then I came to California with it, and it's still on East Coast time and East Coast weather. And I don't know how to change it. So if you guys could help me. You learned about sin, but you love your abs. So vain. Okay, so that's a real thing where I actually confessed this over December. I was so obsessed with my body over Christmas break. Like, I was working out like 2 hours a day. And good night. Can you talk about abortion in some video, please? I really need it. Yeah. No, I feel really convicted lately to talk about abortion because, okay, I'm going to go into the second story about working out too much and then this. So I was at a Youth 2000 retreat and they explained, like, with all the 10 commandments, different sins. And it was talking about how with the fifth commandment, you shall not kill, and it says, do I use my power of influence well in order to oppose terrorism, war, oppression, abortion, and injustice? Or do I allow these to continue by my apathy and by my silence? So it super convicted me to spend a lot more time on my channel talking about injustices in the world, including that, which is so hard because I will get so attacked by, yeah, like I can't say certain things or I will get attacked. So I need to get in shape. Yeah, honestly, just start doing like HIIT training type stuff, you know, like push-ups and ab stuff. You know what you should get, Vincent? You should get one of those pull-up bars that you put on your door. It's so cool when guys have those. I need to get one for my boyfriend to get him to work out. Why don't you just upload for all of us? I can't because I don't have my computer. You should help out the poor and the homeless. I do donate. I used to donate a lot and I've gotten into it more. But with tithing my money, just a reminder, round is in shape. So I was saying over Christmas break, I was just obsessed. Like I would work out like 2 hours a day, and not just like running, but in like shaping my whole body and like abs and butt and arms and strength, like everything. It was just like so kind of egotistical. And I think that's actually wow, because I was wondering why I haven't been working out as much, but I think that was why I kind of stepped back a little bit because it was too much. But now I've actually gotten back into it. So I had to confess that. But yeah, but how I view my abs now is not vain. It's just like I'm really strong and I put a lot of time into that. And so I love, like I'm proud of what I did, you know? Like I'm proud of how hard I've worked. Sorry, I'm trying to ban this person. Do you like the Latin Mass or Novus Ordo better? I think they're different, so I absolutely love them. Like, I go to both. I go to Novus Ordo just because I know people at those parishes. Donate is not enough. You need to give your experience and love for Jesus to get them back on their feet so they can become self-sufficient. I've done a lot of research into poverty relief. I recommend you read this book called, where is the book? I'm reading it right now. Where is it? Okay, here we go. It's called The Locust Effect, and it talks about poverty worldwide. And it kind of but it talks about how certain organizations that are trying to end poverty, why they're not working, and how you can help them and stuff. So this is an organization I really love, International Justice Mission. This is the guy who started it. So hi, Lizzie. Hi, Bern. You really have to hand it to the blind people. Nice pick off, Lizzie. Nice outfit, you mean? Pick off. Pick off outfit. That's so funny. What country are you from? Start a Minecraft YouTube channel. You watch Snowden and you still have Alexa. I know. Ask Alexa, who is Jesus? Alexa, volume 7. Alexa, volume 7. Alexa, who is Jesus?
Here's what I found on Wikipedia. Jesus, also referred to as Jesus of Nazareth or Jesus Christ, was a Jewish preacher and religious leader who is the central figure of Christianity. Christians believe him to be the Son of God and the awaited Messiah, Christ, prophesied in the Old Testament.
You guys should ask me more, Alexa. I think she's so fun. It's late, girl. Okay, I know. I need to go get my medication. I tweeted you a homily from daily mass today. Thank you. I'll look for it. How old are you, Lizzie? 24. Oh my gosh, I was at the Apple store because they were talking about if I got a new computer. And so they're like, are you in school? Can you get the student discount? And they're like, you look like you're in college. And I was like, oh my gosh, thank you so much. Because I want to look 21 forever, you know? When Alexa first came out, Alexa said Jesus was a fictional character. They must have been trolling because he's definitely historical. Alexa, do you work for the NSA?
No, I work for Amazon.
I wonder if they know that people ask her, when Alexa first came out, Alexa said, okay. Alexa, do you believe in God?
People all have their own views on religion.
Alexa, what is your view on religion?
Sorry, I can't find the answer to the question I heard.
You work for Amazon? Oh my gosh, one of my best friends in Florida does too, at one of the warehouses. That's so freaking cool. What is a thing you say in a lot of your videos? Oh, if we were gonna make shirts, you mean? Ask her, what is life? Alexa, what is life?
The noun life is usually defined as the condition that distinguishes organisms from inorganic objects and dead organisms, being manifested by growth through metabolism, reproduction, and the power of adaptation.
Okay, Alexa, stop. Alexa, stop. I don't care. Alexa used to be a mystic, but chilled out and became an agnostic. You don't really dress like a Christian, and you can cause some of us men to sit in our hearts. I dress really modestly. I don't know what you guys are talking about. And I'm not being sarcastic at all. Like, I dress modestly. But I understand you guys might be from different cultures, and America tends to be more sexualized, so it's hard, because where I live, I am so happy for your conversion. I realized when Father Danny talked about your conversion. Oh my gosh. Yeah. I love him. Alexa, what about 51 area?
The United States Air Force facility, commonly known as Area 51, is a highly classified remote detachment of Edwards Air Force Base within the Nevada Test and Training Range.
Alexa, who is Lizzie's Answers?
I'm not sure.
I don't have that much clout. I know you live in California, but here in the Midwest, your clothes wouldn't be considered modest. Yeah, no, I totally get that, because the Midwest is very conservative. It's super, I lived there for, like, when I was in middle school and stuff, and elementary school, so yeah, it's definitely different. And it's so interesting. I feel like California is its own country. It literally feels like a different country compared to other places. What is in modest? Is it like the shoulders are in modest? Or is it crop tops that are in modest? Because crop tops, some people like really hate crop tops. They think that's just so immodest, but I don't think it is. Alexa, do you have the $5 that you owe Cookie?
I don't know that one.
I genuinely want to hear your inputs about modesty, though, because I think it's kind of like when you guys say I clickbait, and I like genuinely want to know what you mean by that. I don't know what. It's a see-through shirt. No, it's not. It's like it has the back is see-through for sure. Mostly crop tops, but the shoulder kind of too. Lizzie, I'm curious. You're always up late. Don't you feel bad when you wake up late? Because I feel really guilty, or I wake up early despite sleeping late. No, because I have to get 9 to 10 hours of sleep every night, so I never feel guilty sleeping in late. I think I used to when I was first diagnosed with depression, but now I've really gotten to a point where I don't view my worth based upon my output or based upon how my day is going. I view my health as the most important thing. So, yeah, I can wake up at 4. Sometimes if I wake up at like 4 p.m., then I get kind of mad at myself. But as long as I'm up by like 1 p.m., I'm fine. Because I can work. Have you tried a 24-hour live stream? Oh my gosh. I feel like I want to do that. A 24-hour live stream challenge. Wear what you like, screw the haters. I don't think it's like that though, because it's like part of Christianity is that it's not all about you, but it's about how you're affecting other people. So that's why I care about modesty. But Luvia, I totally get what you mean. Is midriff a meme? I wish I was as brave as you, Lizzie. Aw, about what? What do you mean? How am I brave? With what I was saying or just like other things? Alexa, what is love?
The Dalai Lama says love is absence of judgment.
Wow, love is absence of judgment? Because in Christianity, love is willing the other as other. You're wearing a white sports bra underneath. What do you mean? No, I'm not. This is literally like the whole shirt. This is just how the shirt is. This part is sheer, which I totally get. But I think part of the reason, so I have my hair up right now, but when I'm out in public, I have like so much hair. So look. So this outfit looks so much more modest because you can't even tell my shoulders are out. It literally looks like there's sleeves there. And then when I'm like this, the back, it's like my hair is covering it. So that's part of as well. But I love your guys' input. I admire you because if it was you, I would not tolerate the haters. Yeah, because when people give input that people would be like, you're hating on me, like I genuinely just want to understand it and like genuinely dialogue in a chill way, you know? Okay, guys, I want to show you something. So, like, do you guys genuinely think this outfit is immodest? Like, I think this outfit is very, very modest. Like, look at this skirt. It's so long. It's loose. Like, I think this outfit is really good. Like, I have worn this to mass, and my priest is chill with it. Okay, so this is what I'm doing to make my hair more biotin. It's a liquid biotin, and so you literally, it's so sweet too. It tastes really good. I think it's modest. Yeah, I think so. And then you like drink it. I'm almost out. I need to order more. So, and you can take almost all vitamins in liquid form. So I super recommend it because it works faster if you drink it. Very pretty outfit and not at all immodest. Oh, thanks guys. But comment which state you're from. Like when you say it's modest or immodest, tell me what state or country you're from. That's what I'm so curious about. Do you use InfoWars products that looks like one? Isn't InfoWars the conservative channel? For us, it's modest because we're used to it. It feels like a very summery outfit. Aw, yeah, it's like 70 degrees now where I live. It's so freaking nice. Sorcery, huh? I love it. Ask her if the refrigerator... Alexa, is the refrigerator running?
Yes. Yes, it's training for a 5K.
What? Oh, she thought refrigerator? The meaning of love is in the Bible. Love is patient, love is kind. I know. Guys, so I was a really awful child and teenager. I was just so like all over the place and intense with my emotions. And I remember if my parents were ever upset with me, I would start quoting and I would be like, "You don't love me. Love is patient. Love is kind." And I would just start quoting to them because they weren't being patient. You know what I mean? Get red pilled? I've watched the red pill movie actually. Give me the quotes. I need to think. Infowars also deals with conspiracy theories. I didn't know that. You can find the video where Father Danny talks about your conversion. I will look it up later. I can't on where I'm streaming. I think I've watched it though, if I know which one you're talking about. I'm from Alabama and that's modest. Interesting. I think it's very modest, Oklahoma. Would you consider most other Catholics in your area liberal? It's honestly so diverse where I live. It's like every culture ever. So there's really, really liberal, really, really conservative, and really, really chill. So it's like we're the biggest diocese in the world. But I do know there are some traditional Catholic places, but I'd say California in general, the people are just more laid back. Modest, early morning in Sweden. Good morning. It's not modest in Minnesota. Oh my gosh, I kind of want to do a live stream where I just show different outfits and you guys tell me, like, depending on which country. I should do a video where I just have different outfits and then I have people from different countries comment on them, like, as the video. That would be so cool. Can some of you guys volunteer to do a video? I can just show different outfits and I can have people from so many different states commenting on the outfit. That would be such a cool video. I will talk about my live stream if I decide to film that. I can just get different outfits. What do you guys think? What kind of outfit should I wear? I'm out to watch Coachella. By the way, our diocese is 55,000 square miles. So it's pretty big as well, but size-wise. What diocese are you in? Lizzie is running a fashion show now. Do you have any videos speaking about chastity? Yes, I actually have an entire playlist on my channel of sexual ethics in Christianity. So if you just YouTube search Lizzie's Answers sex playlist, I have like so many videos. That's probably what I've modest in Connecticut. It's Italy. In Italy, it's definitely not modest enough for most churches. Okay. I would not wear this to mass. I would probably wear something over it. I would not wear strapless to mass. I would wear the skirt to mass. I wore it to mass last week. I love that top though. I love off the shoulder tops. Thank you. Modest in Connecticut. Okay, so someone, what weird, I think it was in regards to my channel, but talking about modesty, and someone was like, if you can genuflect in a church without your chest showing or without like your butt showing out of your skirt or pants, then it's modest. And I was like, all my outfits fit that, like almost all my outfits, if you can genuflect without. Next on Lizzie's Answers, modest or immodest? Yeah. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'll tweet you guys. Make sure to be following my Twitter or Instagram and I'll ask you guys. Wait, I'm gonna write you guys give me so many video ideas. Modest in Washington, but not modest to me. Modest in Spokane, Washington. So my boyfriend is from Seattle, and he says that crop tops are not modest in Seattle. Like, he says when I meet his family, I shouldn't wear crop tops because they'll view me in a negative way. Lizzie, I love you. You're the best YouTuber. Oh, that makes me so happy. Modesty of dress, thank you for definitions, is covering enough without tight clothing that you remain Catholic and don't become Muslim or none in the habit. So somewhere in between. So you think clothes that are tight is the problem? Because one of the things that is confusing with how people view modesty is I can wear a crop top that's not tight, but because my stomach is showing, people have a problem with it. So I need to order more of this. This is biotin. It makes your hair grow really fast. So I want my hair to grow out, and then I'm gonna like dye it all blonde once it grows out more. Do you have an opinion on the Society of St. Pius the 10th? Oh, that's what SSPX stands for? Well, they're heretics, obviously. It doesn't matter what you wear. It depends on your intentions and the effect you're trying to achieve. It's where your heart and mind are aligned with your faith. That's beautiful. I agree with that. But most people don't agree with that and want objective standards. Where are you? Oh my gosh, guys, I need to go get a snack and then sleep. So, I'm in my bedroom. This is my room. Recently, I got a new Divine Mercy, and so I put it up. And then look, Trevor said this is so meta. I have a picture of her. This is from Thailand. Malai means zebra. And then, oh, I love this icon too, guys. Isn't it so pretty? And I have a St. Michael prayer card because I'm trying to memorize that. So, yeah, I love the Divine Mercy. I prayed with it yesterday. You have natural brown hair. This is my natural hair. It used to be blonde when I was younger, and then when I got like to late high school, it started getting darker. So that's why I've always like bleached it blonde, just because I feel like my whole life I was blonde. Not all fashion is good. Christians should wear in a modest way. I think you're pretty. Thank you. What's your favorite animal? I love cats, but I was gonna say if I went to a zoo, but I'm actually philosophically against zoos now because of veganism. Is my roommate sleeping? I think my roommate might be sleeping. I should be quiet. Your hair is beautiful. Thank you. Argentina. Divine Mercy is the name of our Catholic charismatic group. What are you so excited about? Oh my. Okay. I started watching you when you had your zebra background in 2015. So guys, this is what I was doing at the beginning of the video. This is how it turned out. So I have okay, I need to put this in here. Guys, I'm gonna make some toast. I think my roommate is sleeping, so I'm being quiet. Do more cocaine for me? What is that? Here, put user in timeout. I love timeout. It's like we're going back to first grade because people are being so immature. You ignored like 5 of my comments and questions by now. I don't see them because so many people are seeing them. Make a super chat. If you donate money, then it shows your comment like separate from other people. I don't ignore your comments. I just literally don't see all of them. And I think since I'm on my phone, it shows it different than how it does on your screen. ever hear of live.me app? It's an amazing live streaming app. Very few religious broadcasts there. Tweet me about it, okay? I was in Koreatown last weekend. Did you get boba? My favorite boba is taro boba. You can get vegan. Have you been to British Columbia? No. What is unique about that I should go? A day in the life of Lizzies Asks. Oh my god. I'm so glad I don't have to work tomorrow because I'm not a morning person. Which saint can you best relate to? Origin, but he was a heretic, so he's not a saint. But I pray to him, like, if he's in heaven, he may be interceding for me. I don't know. Origin of bipolar, I'm pretty sure. Good night, Lizzie. I will send that list. Thank you. I got an Oreo slushie from Kung Fun Cafe. British Columbia is very Canadian, but also very West Coast. Lots of Asian and Irish people here. Wait, so it's on the Pacific Ocean, yeah? Asians and Irish, so it's like, I love Asians so much. My friend one time asked me, how do you eat a lot when I see you, yet you're so small, but I don't eat as much and I'm a bit chubby? And I said, because of my metabolism. You're probably not that chubby. Everyone views themselves in a way that is not real, you know? I also like taro too, but I was afraid I wouldn't like it. Okay, taro's so good. My sister got me into taro. Why are you so awesome? I still can't believe Origin castrated himself. He's bipolar. Like, I am so certain that Origin is bipolar because, like, I have bipolar, and when I read what he writes and the things he does, it's just like, that's such a manic thing, you know? It's so impulsive and intense in scripture. I hope I get to meet him in heaven. Origin, please help me. Pray for me to get to heaven. I wish that I could get Origin canonized, because if you have a miracle, then you can get someone canonized, but it would be too controversial. So I'll have my own Origin devotion. My phone just died. Don't know if you answered. Oh, I didn't. How tall are you and your weight? I'm 5'7" and I am 125. Modest in Texas, y'all. I asked about guilt when sleeping in because during the week I sleep in when there's 8 a.m. mass in my parish. I'm a mom, so I also sleep pretty late and wait up late and feel so guilty. Oh, you shouldn't feel guilty because you have to take care of yourself and love yourself. God views you as intrinsically valuable, and he doesn't care as much about what you're doing and how you're affecting people, but if your heart is in the right place. And the only way your heart can be in the right place is if you're letting God love you fully. How to deal with bipolar when your life seems to be an overwhelming state of depersonalization all day long. Go on meds, go on meds, go on meds. But what I recommend too is working out every day. If you go running, it kind of balances your mood, and sleeping enough. Like, sleep 9 hours every day. You're in depression, yeah? That's absolute hell. I would get suicidal in depersonalization. So what really helped me is thinking of life is like we're all climbing up a mountain together, and so you're not here just for yourself, but you're here to love and support and be there for other people. Like, even if right now you don't have so many people to love and pour life into, in the future so many people will be in love with you and love you and so intertwined in your life, and so you need to stay alive and take care of yourself for those people. So I hope that helps, because that's what I needed to hear when I was in depersonalization. Put your hands up if you're a night owl. Walking helps me, yeah. Yeah. Just taking steps, absolutely. Okay, and with feeling bad for sleeping in, everyone needs 7 to 9 hours of sleep every night. I mean, if you're a kid, you need like 10 to 11. So if you just sleep the amount of hours you do every day, that's my thing. Like, I always set an alarm for 9 hours after I go to sleep. And I always am working up until I go to sleep. So that's something that might help you feel less guilty if you're productive. So for me, I'm productive all throughout the day. So like if I wake up at 11 a.m., then I'm going to be working until 8 p.m. or 9 p.m. But then if I wake up at like 8 a.m., I might only be working until 7 p.m. Does that make sense? So if you keep working and you're not like, oh, since I slept in, I'm not going to do 3 hours of work. And if you're a stay-at-home mom with your kids, then you could do, I don't know if you're involved in their schools or involved in your parish, or if you want to read or research or do art, whatever you're passionate about, just keep working on those productivity type things like later into the night. Even doing something just like reading in itself that can make, you know what I mean? Like doing things that are productive and adding onto your flourishing later into the night. Oh my gosh, I totally want to be a stay-at-home mom. Like I'm still going to be working, but I want to be a mom so bad. Lizzie, sometimes you answer without reading the comments, so I get confused. This live stream makes me want to cry for some reason because you have so much emotion. People love. I don't know why I feel so lonely sometimes. Why would you put your phone number? I do not listen or watch any podcasts. The only people I know who watch podcasts are the people who are in the car who are driving. I got tea for that, Lizzie. I'll DM you later on Patreon. Okay. Lizzie, have you ever heard of the book Father Elijah? No. That's so sad. Love your advice. Okay, I'm so happy it's helpful. Because, yeah, I think a lot of people, I mean, in depression, it's easy to feel insecure about yourself, but even just in your life, like if you're sleeping, people, especially, I don't know what country you're from, but I know in America, it's so capitalistic. So if you're not constantly working, people see you as lazy or not worthwhile. But it's so ridiculous because we're like, someone said this once in a talk, in a sermon, and it was so incredible. He's like, we're human beings. We're meant to just exist. Like that in itself gives us so much worth. But we're taught that we constantly have to be productive. So yeah, it's just changing your outlet on where you get your worth. Okay, I still haven't taken my medicine, guys. This is how bad I get distracted. Okay. I'm pretty tired though, so I'll definitely fall asleep. I feel so relaxed that I don't have my computer. Lizzie, do you like corgis? I don't know. I'm so glad my depression is gone. It's a tough battle to deal with. Yeah, absolutely. Father Elijah is a must read. Can you tweet it to me, please? Oh, okay, here's my medication. Guys, can I show you? I know I've showed this in so many videos, but this is my little medicated and motivated. And I keep my take your meds. Corgis is a type of dog. Oh, I've never heard of it before, guys, honestly. I'm almost out of my meds. I think I might not have made a psychiatrist appointment. I need to call them. Oh, here we go. Your place is so quiet. Are you going to have dinner and breakfast? I'm just making toast, you know. It's 11:47 here. Same. That's what time it is here. I'm just hungry. Guys, okay, I have to be quiet. I think my roommate is sleeping. So, what was I gonna say? Oh, so I ate my lunch really late. And so I was kind of full from that, but then I needed more food. So I just put my vegan butter on my toast. Oh, my eyelashes, I get the Ardell ones. But I don't get the normal ones. I get like Studio Express or something. Because the regular ones are so, they're not thick enough. But I was really into just the normal ones last summer. And I would put like a ton of mascara on them. But these ones, I don't have to put like any mascara. So they're easier to deal with. It's 1:48 a.m. I would have gotten some sleep tonight if it wasn't for this live stream. I'm sorry, because I'm gonna sleep in tomorrow. My best friend is coming here around lunchtime, so I don't have to be awake until then. I have an established style, which is like covering the bottom half of my face and wearing headphones with black clothing, so people would ask if I'm a goth. Go watch the beginning of my stream, because you're like, God didn't ask you to quit YouTube. God wanted me to take a step back for a bit. Lizzie, would you ever go to Creation Fest? What is that? Guys, I'm eating. You want me to eat in my live streams? Laura, your time is precious with your children and your rest is important. I was a young professional and motherhood trumps everything. Meds. What type of bread is you eating? It's from Trader Joe's. It's so good. You guys always say my food looks so yummy. I wish that we could all actually hang out in real life. And I would cook for you guys and we could do a Bible study together and talk. It'd be so fun. Sorry, I do not speak English. Aw, mi triste. Mi triste. Por tu. Have you watched the old Catholic movies? Toast on butter sounds a bit good right now. I literally eat toast with butter like all the time. It's my favorite food. This has been the best week ever, Lizzie. Why has it been so good? Okay, I'm out. Peace from Vancouver. And have a blessed Sema Santa Holy Week. Aw. You too. Good night. I'm gonna go once I'm done eating this. And then I don't know if I'm gonna shower or not. Please make a video about Episcopalians. Okay. I'm gonna write it down. Since you super comment. I joined your Patreon. Anthony. I just love you. You are so strong. Creation Fest is a Christian band event on the East Coast. I'm having my confirmation next week. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy for you guys. You wish you could eat like that? Why can't you guys eat right now? Guys, I filmed a whole video of what I eat as a vegan, and I like had so much food in the video, and it's like literally anything I ever eat was in the video. I'm going to Bible study this Sunday. Oh, I'll have so much fun. My family are inviting me to go to Florida for family vacation during Holy Week. Is it bad? Are you able to go to mass there? Do a workout video? I will at some point because I'm so passionate about working out. I don't have any food I can eat in my dorm room. Oh, I remember that. It's almost 3 a.m. here. I'm such a night owl. I feel so bad I'm keeping you up. Thank you for your videos because I became Catholic because of you and Father Mike Schmitz. Oh, it makes me so happy. Yes, I'd be going to mass. Yeah, then go. I mean, it depends on if, I mean, I don't really understand the essence of Holy Week. Like, you might understand it more. Do you think that being on vacation would distract you? I mean, I think it's the opposite. God created family and joy and relationships. So if you're enjoying that, I don't see that it's getting in the way. Lizzie, do you say grace before eating? I actually don't, which is probably bad. But I don't like forced prayer. LOL, she's skipping all of my messages. If I became Catholic, I would join an Eastern church. Me too, I want to go to. Actually, so my boyfriend just got into his PhD program. Oh, I think I can actually talk about it now because he posted it publicly on his Facebook and he's telling people. But there's a Byzantine church there that we're gonna go to. I just deleted this person. That was super rude. Yeah. So I love Byzantine. Fall asleep on your channel. I wake up early because I'm watching you so I cannot sleep. That'd be cool to design t-shirts. Yeah, it would be really cool. Am I missing your guys' comments? I actually miss a lot of comments because there's so many. So you guys have to super comment so I actually see. And have your character spazzing out. I tried some cider and I loved it. Like apple cider or cider alcohol. Cider is actually really good. I haven't had it in so long. I used to drink with my friends more when I was younger, but now it's like I'm getting older, you know? It's so weird because a lot of my roommates will like go out with people and stuff. And I am such a homebody. Maybe it's because I'm in a relationship. But I just want to like chill at home and cook and clean, you know? Do you like the Jonas Brothers? What do you think about their new music? I haven't heard of it. What alcohol do you like? I love rosé and Moscato and champagne. And I liked vodka, like vodka sodas. I used to like vodka shots, but that was a really weird phase of my bipolar. Would you like that design? I don't want you to put hours and hours into something if I'm gonna sell to my subscribers, but if you want to. I am done with lithium, Lizzie. That numbness is... I give up wine for Lent. I think giving up alcohol for Lent is so good. That's hard for some people. The numbness is worse than pain. Okay, so here's the thing about lithium. I was on lithium at one point and I went off of it, and If I could talk to my former self, I would say that medication is not black and white. It's not like I'm medicated and completely numb and lose my personality, or I'm not medicated. There's so many layers within it. So, like, go on a different mood stabilizer. Lithium and Depakote are the first class mood stabilizers. They were discovered first and they're really, really, really intense. But if you go on a second class mood stabilizer, like an anticonvulsant, then you will be able to be medicated, but lighter medicated. Does that make sense? So tell your psychiatrist you don't want to be on lithium anymore. And so phase off of lithium, almost like ASMR. So phase off of lithium gradually and safely, and then go on to another medication. My medicine I'm on is called Lamictal, and I really, really love it because I'm able to be alive and manic sometimes, sort of manic, but I'm still able to. Sorry, I got distracted because he said something about my boyfriend. I love him so much. So I'm able to still feel. Does that make sense? So I went off of lithium. I agreed with you. I mean, I had other issues with lithium. It made me I don't know if you had the same experience, but I had to drink water constantly. I was so dehydrated and I got acne like on my like legs and stuff too, like little bumps everywhere. And my body temperature was like way hotter than usual. So I personally felt like lithium, I was able to be myself, but obviously every drug affects you differently and you might have had a different dosage. But yeah, so please do not completely ditch meds or ditch your psychiatrist. Just change your meds. And if your psychiatrist doesn't like the fact that you're like, I don't want to be numb, just tell them that you don't like how lithium is affecting you. Like it's just getting annoying having to drink so much water and stuff. You know what I mean? But don't just completely go off your meds, please. Like you can be lightly medicated. Like I'm lightly medicated. And if your psychiatrist is not willing to work with you, ditch your psychiatrist, find a new psychiatrist. My psychiatrist currently, she's told me verbatim that like people with bipolar, she's like, I don't want to fully numb you. It's your choice how medicated you want to be. So does that make sense? I hope that really helps because so many times I've gone off meds because I've had such a black and white view of it. I'm still sick, but I gave up meat for Friday. That's good. You should give up meat every Friday. When I was in Ireland, they were shocked that there's any Catholics who eat meat on Friday. When will you be visiting your boyfriend in person again? In a couple weeks. I get to see him graduate. I'm so proud of him. He like is the most hardworking, dedicated, sacrificial person I've ever known. I'm so happy for him. I might be going to a Christian camp hosted by my school. That'll be so cool. I used to like vodka too, but then I got too drunk and I got sick. This was before I was Catholic. How many times have you been to Byzantine Catholic or Orthodox Divine Liturgy? Like dozens. I went to Divine Liturgy. Like I lived near an Orthodox church in Florida, and I would be at the church 3 times a week for like 5 months. So a lot. Do you know Catholic Answers? Yeah. I love the cider that they sell at Dixon, their company name. I gave up wine for Lent. I imagine you have a strong impression on many for how you handle life. I hope that the biggest thing that people get from my videos is just to be gentle with yourself. Like, treat yourself like you would a best friend and just have really, really positive self talk. Like, I'm so kind and generous with myself. And if I do something that is awful, or like we were talking about with sleep, like if I sleep in until like 4 p.m. and I don't get anything done, I don't hate myself or think any differently of myself. Like I'm so loving in how I talk to myself. And because of that, I'm so peaceful to everyone else and I'm not insecure and I don't get mad at people because I'm just so safe and I don't even know the word. Like, I just feel so incredibly relaxed about everything. Do you like coffee? Yeah. I actually haven't been drinking coffee the past week because I just haven't wanted it, but okay, all good now. Do you like furries? Are you talking about those little like toy things? I did back in the day, of course. They're so cute. Um, which coping skills do you find helpful? Journaling. I definitely will journal out how I feel. Crying. I really, really let myself cry and feel and just be so like music is probably the absolute best thing. I just like listen to music constantly and I like drown in it and just get so immersed by it, and I'll listen to songs and repeat that kind of relate to how I'm feeling. So music, writing. Do you exercise at all? If so, how? Yeah, so I go running almost every single day. So I'll run like 2 miles, but like jogging, not like full out. And then I will do kind of alternating abs. Um, DM me on Twitter if you want to know like exactly what abs video I do. But I did Kayla Itzines BBG for a while, the sweat app, and that taught me a lot of workout things. So I do a lot of push-ups, but I do like lay down push-ups, which you should like look up. And then I do tricep dips and burpees and just lots of different things. So I do a lot of arms and abs. And lately I've been doing more legs, but just because that's in style right now. So I thought I would hop on the trend. But yeah, so more I'm getting into legs more, but usually I'm just like arms and abs and cardio. I love cardio so much. It's really good for your brain. So I struggle with that. I often go to confession because I'm so mean to myself and therefore I'm mean to others. I need to break the cycle. Oh, yeah, isn't it so wild how if we don't love ourselves, it affects other people? Like, that's one of the most wise things I ever heard is someone said that the way you make other people feel is how you view yourself. And it's really helped me because if someone's ever angry at me, it made me realize like it's not about what I'm doing, it's about what's going on in their life. And that's honestly helped me. It's probably one of the reasons why I never ever ever have a problem forgiving people and never get mad at people. Because anytime someone is mad at me or hurts me, I'm like, oh, it's something going on in their life. It's not about me. They're hurting. But with breaking the cycle, I would just do positive self talk. So, like, literally talk to yourself in a very cherishing way. So, I'll be like, babe, how are you? You're doing so good. Okay, Liz, what do you need to do next? Okay, let's start working. Oh my gosh, you did so good. Like, I literally call myself babe, and I'm just really sweet to myself. Just like I talk out loud to myself. Hi. Polly chant is great. I like writing songs to express myself even if they turn out weird. Yeah, I write songs as well. Do you listen to okay, something else with how self-care and stuff? Do things that are like relaxing for yourself. So for example, like sleeping a lot is really helpful. But I do things that make me happy. Like I listen to music. I love doing my makeup because it's like you get to like focus on yourself and pamper yourself. Like just like how if you did one of your friends' makeup or you went to get your makeup done at like Sephora for an event, it's the same thing. So like doing your makeup is like loving yourself. And what else was I gonna say? Like face masks, like getting your nails done, little things like that. I do face masks a lot. I really like them. But little things like that just make you guys, I miss all your comments. I'm sorry. You guys need to do super chats. Can you make a video on the Eastern and Western Catholic Church? I feel like I talk about that in a lot of videos, little videos, but what do you mean about a whole video? Oh my gosh, all your comments, I missed them. I don't know how. Okay. You said your favorite gospel songs in your vlogs I watched last night. Oh. Is it weird that I don't call my significant other my boyfriend because we're long distance? Because it's like we haven't met in person and I just want to whoa, it went away. What happened to it? We haven't met in person. I just want to confirm our relationship when we meet. Yeah, I mean, if you haven't talked about it yet, then because I was in a similar situation where we were like talking and we were really intense talking for like 2 months. And then literally, it might have been like 2 or 3 months when Trevor's like, so I really like you. And we kind of established our relation. Maybe that wasn't 2 months. It was like all of August and a lot of okay, so it was like a month and a half. So then after that, we literally didn't start calling ourselves boyfriend and girlfriend maybe for like another month. Like I started saying it to some people just because it like described what we were, but it wasn't like I was totally in your situation where it was like, are we that? So I think we both kind of I was like, so can I call you my boyfriend? So you like being called babe. I call all my friends babe. It actually sometimes bothers Trevor because I'll be like talking to you guys on Twitter and I'll be like, babe, how are you? And like sending hearts. And he's like, but you call me that, so it's not special. And it's like, no, I just have a really close relationship with my subscribers. Sweet, targeting certain areas with different workout positions. Dash, when can we see your conversion? I take 5-mile walks down the Delaware River and these stray cats keep coming up to me. They must know I'm a cat person. I want to adopt them so bad. Oh, that's so sweet. I already like all the people that emulate love for the planet. Good night, Lizzie. I have to sleep now. Good night. I love you guys. Hi, Pecco. Ooh. Hi, Lizzie. Can I ask you why you didn't go to Seek? I addressed this in another live stream. So I'm in a long distance relationship with my boyfriend, as we're all talking about right now. And his like winter break was the same week. And so it was like the 1 week I was going to visit him when we hadn't seen each other in a few months. So it was either go to this conference with like thousands of people or visit him. So it was funny because we were actually considering going. And then the whole time I was visiting him, I was like, I'm so happy we're not at Seek. Just because we're both very introverted. I mean, I'm an extrovert. Like, I have a lot of friends, but I don't like being in big crowds. I just like being at home and chill and not going out and doing a lot of things. So it was just so nice just getting to have alone time and just not be in crowds of people. Good morning from Moscow, Russia. We love your channel. Woo! Come to Moscow. I definitely will at some point just because my parents lived in Russia. So I was in Russia. I'm so glad I'm not the only one. Do you have any Protestant Pentecostal friends? No. How did the two of you first meet? So I should make a video of like our whole wait a second. I'm gonna put this plate away and then I'll tell you guys our whole story. I had to be quiet because my roommate's sleeping. I can do ASMR right now. Like actual ASMR. Okay, real quick. I have to make sure all the doors are locked and stuff. Okay. Locked. It's like meeting everybody one by one. It's fun. Are you talking about going to the focus conference? guys, and then I will talk to you. Hey, Lizzie, isn't there a way that you're both extrovert and introvert? Yeah. It's called ambivert. I'm totally that. Yeah. Making sure the door is totally closed. Okay, I'll wait. I'm back in my room real quick. Okay. Yes. Okay, I'm gonna go to bed soon. I actually should take off my makeup, definitely, but okay, guys. So I'm an ISTP, and I think I'm an extrovert at times. So my boyfriend is an ISTP. But how we met each other, so the craziest thing is that we were in a class together called the World of the Old Testament. And the only reason I was in that class is because I had severe depression the 2 semesters before, and I'd failed several classes. So this was like my last ditch attempt to graduate as a religion major. So we were both in the class together, and the moment I saw him, I wanted to be with him, and I was completely attracted to him. And we never really talked during the class. Like, we definitely were like making eye contact, and I started sitting next to him after a few of the classes, and we would talk during class and laugh together. And I think the craziest thing is we would like mirror each other's body language like constantly, but we never really talked to each other just because he's an introvert. He was about to move to Nashville for grad school. I was moving to Thailand at the time. So it was like, we're not going to be in a relationship. There's no point. But then we had a really bad interaction where we like got really angry at each other. And it was just so bad. And so I apologized to him after because it was just so awkward and cringy and awful. And then he started opening up to me, and he was like, the reason I reacted that way was because of this experience in my life. And I was like, the reason I reacted that way is because I'm bipolar and I was manic. And so, what did you say? What do you mean? What did I say to him? So, it literally was like, I was so angry, and I was like, you're such an awful person, like in my mind. But then after that, it was kind of like, because we were so mad at each other, it like brought out this passion where I was like, I'm even more into him. Cuss words were flying. Oh, no. We didn't curse each other out at all. We were focused on, he did say, he was like, why are you being so, no. He's like, let's stop being so emotional to me, because I was fighting these other people. Not fighting, but like arguing. And your channel is so trash. Okay, we're gonna remove this. Put user in timeout. I love that I can put you guys in timeout. So, typical ISTP about emotion. Yeah, so then I asked him to study with me, because I actually did need to be tutored because I was literally failing the class and I needed to graduate Pepperdine. And honestly, if he hadn't tutored me, I literally would have failed the class and not graduated. So he was like, we're studying, he was tutoring me, and he was in grad school at the time, by the way. I am so angry at you. That's usually what happens. So this is so long. So yeah, so we were studying together, and we talked for like 3 hours, and we didn't even really talk about the class. And he like super opened up to me about his entire life and like all these like intense depth emotional experiences, and I like almost cried like feeling his emotions, and I just felt such a connection. The love story is so funny, just like how my parents met, which was also funny. So, and at the time, like, I don't think he realized how emotionally attached I was getting to him. He was just like talking, and I think he felt really, really safe opening up to me, and he didn't even like realize it. So he was just like sharing himself. But I got so attached from that like 3-hour conversation. And then that was literally the end of the entire time that we were at Pepperdine. But there was kind of like a May semester. So you can take one class in 1 month after the official graduation. So it's like you walk in the graduation, but then you still are there for a month. So we were both there for that month. And I would just like text him all the time, find excuses to hang out with him. He was staying in like the grad school dorm at the time, and he was the only person staying in his dorm, and he had like a kitchen and a full place, whereas I was staying in a dorm that just had like not my normal senior year dorm, but dorms for the summer that like didn't have kitchens and stuff, right? And so I would like I had to bake a cake for one of my best friends, Monica. This story is kind of draggy. I'm trying to sorry. Anyways, so the whole point, I would like go over to his apartment. We never kissed, nothing physical ever, and we would just talk for hours, for like several hours into the night. And so then at the end of the summer, oh, and he was totally playing hard to get, except he didn't want to lead me on. Just Monica. He didn't want to lead me on at all. So he was kind of like giving me nothing. You know what I mean? Like I was like constantly texting, talking, flirting, asking him questions, listening, and he wouldn't ever reach out to me, and he would even hide from me because he didn't want to lead me on. And he actually later on told me that whole time he thought that I was trying to hook up with him. Like he was horrified that I was trying to seduce him and stuff. You used to talk to him. Yeah. And I had no idea, because I was like, I'm so pure, right? And we were just talking about philosophy and stuff. And he thought I was literally gonna try to like seduce him and like get him to have sex with me. And he was like so attracted to me, and he didn't want that to happen. And I was so confused at the time, because I thought that everyone who was a Christian wouldn't have sex. But he knew people at Pepperdine who were like that. Anyways, so and people who were friends with him at the time were like joking that I was his girlfriend. So it wasn't everyone. Another day I'll be back here on your channel. Peace. I'll meet you, but your work. Bye, a friend. Bye. Have a good night. Another hard to get story, Lizzie. LOL. Just kidding. This is hilarious. Yeah, so that was kind of our whole story. Don't quit, just insert some of your time. Almost like his assumption got him quiet for a while. Yeah, so after that, what kind of medicine do you use to fight acne? It's called tretinoin cream. Tretinoin cream. But that's like a topical thing. So then I left after that month, and it was kind of a miscommunication where I don't believe in soulmates, but yeah, we're basically the equivalent. So then I left for the summer, and I flew back to Florida, and we never said goodbye, and we never talked again. Tell us about the time you felt most embarrassed, not real love. Yes, we literally never talked again. And he was in my dreams, and I would remember things that he said, but it was like cut off and nothing. And then, like 6 months later, maybe 7, he came across one of my videos, and he texted me, and he's like, oh, haha, this just came up in my algorithm. Lent is not over. And happy. So he texted me, and then I actually don't even remember what happened. And then we like never talked again. I loved your education. Aw. It's hard to remember because I was really manic during the time. So that happened, and then I think, this story. Sorry, you guys. So he came back. So then I think I reached out to him because there were 2 different Hebrew things in. You were at my school in Ireland. Oh, that's so cool. I'm glad you found my channel. Right now I'm drawing this thing. Oh, Lizzie Treble, I totally shipped this pairing. Being in love must be great. Do not get the freshman 50. Okay, guys. So then we talked. We kind of like messaged back and forth like letters to each other for a couple months. And then he cut me off again. He says he didn't cut me off. He just stopped replying, but he didn't like intentionally stop replying. But yeah, so we didn't talk at all for another like 7 months. Tell us a joke. Sorry, you guys don't want to hear the story. Anyways, so then after so long, I was in his dream, and 7 months. 7 months. So then, yeah, so then we didn't talk for another 6 months, and then so basically he's a dick. He actually really made me feel like really, really hurt. Because I felt like he kept cutting me off and just would never want to be with me. I'll rewatch it. Oh. Yeah. And I actually was concerned at the beginning of our relationship that I would not feel secure in the relationship and love just because I felt really hurt. But your love story needs to be a movie. Maybe. I mean, since YouTube, we can make it. She's not cool. Yeah, but I want to make you guys realize there was no way we were going to be together because I was moving to Thailand, and it was just like, you're too nice. I'm not too nice. He's literally the nicest person. But it's not funny. I take you seriously, Lizzie. Yeah, like he was honestly call the movie Unplanned. He was looking out for me, and he didn't want to lead me on, and he didn't want me emotionally attached to him. And I think that's like, what would you have done in his situation if you knew someone was so into you but you were never going to be together? Of course you wouldn't want to lead them on. So love finds a way. Yeah, so then we started talking again, and yeah, I guess. Yeah, when he had his dream about me, it was crazy because I was literally crying so hard because I knew I was going to become Catholic at that point. And I remember my dad was on a business trip that week, so I was like alone in the house. Bye, soggies. Why didn't the watermelon and honeydew get married? Because they cantaloupe. Okay, so I'm gonna stop telling our story because then we started like talking on, we would do like texting chains, but then we started talking on the phone like once a week basically, and then now we're together. But we were in like long distance talking over the phone for 3 months before we ever were in person. Sorry, I'm getting so tired, guys. So we were like talking on the phone before we ever were in person in our relationship and even hugged each other or kissed or anything. So that's what I really like about our relationship. That, no, keep going. This is so interesting. So that's what I like about our relationship, that it's never ever about anyone physically being attracted. This story is so long, I'm trying to follow, but it's so long. Anyways, that's the whole story, guys. That's literally the whole story. Then we started being together, and we've been together for a long time, for like almost 2 years. That's interesting, actually. Most relationships start online nowadays. Yeah, that's true. Hey, Lizzie, what are your thoughts about how Xanax to deal with bipolar disorder and anxiety? I don't know. I think that a lot of drugs work for multiple mental illnesses. Oh my gosh, guys. I kind of like live streaming on my phone because it's more personal, you know? It's like so good that my computer broke. um, my priest would tell me not to have online friends. What year was he telling you that? Wait, let me read your guys' comments. But at the beginning of our relationship, we only talked once a week, like on the phone, and we would text other days. So we would talk every Thursday. And like the entire, or was it Tuesday or Thursday? think Tuesday. This is so sad I forgot. But anyways, for the whole like first semester of our relationship, I think of our relationship in semesters just because he's in grad school, yeah? So we would talk for like literally 7 or 8 hours that entire day, and that would be the only day we would talk. And then you should do a rosary on one of these live streams. We could join you. Yeah? When I get a girlfriend? Do you have a devotion to Our Lady of Fatima? I don't really differentiate between Mary and apparitions. When I get a girlfriend, I'm going to tell the story. Yeah, so I feel like after this, we just have our relationship, but nothing dramatic happens, right? So, I need to sleep, guys. I'm getting so tired, okay? What, time is it? Comment your time of where you are. No, no one's gonna share where they are. 12:29 a.m., 2:28, 2:29, 3:30 p.m. in the Philippines, 3:29, 9:29 a.m., 2:29, 2 a.m. Why are you guys stay up so late? Your phone bill would have fed a family of 5. Looking at the time you spoke, my ears hurt from hearing for 5 hours. 5:29. Take your meds, babe. I actually did take them. Thank you so much for reminding me. Night, Lizzie. Get your rest. 2:30 in Texas. 3:30 a.m. I love you, Lizzie. I love you too. It's time to change the story. 9:30 a.m. in Sweden. 4:29 in Brazil. It's so nice. See, this is why I like to stay up late, because then people in other countries are awake too. So okay, I'm gonna go, guys. Thank you for the 2 people who super chatted. I love you guys so much for supporting me. Donating to my future laptop fund. I'm so tired, okay. Happy birthday to my 10-year-old granddaughter. Palm Sunday tomorrow. Oh, I love you guys so much. I'll see you in, I don't know. I'll definitely live stream tomorrow for sure, and then on Sunday as well. And then I'll get my computer on my screen, I mean, on Sunday or Monday. So cheers. Lizzie, you're so awesome. Lizzie, you're awesome. Oh, you guys are so cute. You said at the same time. Have a good story.